BigBitBus collects thousands of services information across many cloud providers in all the data centers around the world. And we present this data as services in our curated catalog. If you want to see this catalog, you can go to the top left here and click on services. And sure enough, you see a really long list of services showing up here. So currently we've got virtual machines, block storage, as well as relational databases in this curated list. We're constantly adding new service types. For example, we are just adding the object store service as we speak. So let's say I want to look up the T3 services offered by Amazon in the US East data centers. So I can go up here and I click on filters and I can just type AWS T3, and sure enough it gives me the whole list. But here I want to also filter via the location. So let's say US East, and I click on apply filter. And here you can see that it's showing me all the services with the string AWS-T3 in its service name. So this is a pretty long list, but let's say I choose the AWS T3 X large in US East 2, and I want to compare it with a GCP virtual machine. So I'm going to just click on compare. And here I'm going to type in the name for the GCP. Let's say I want to compare to the N1 standard 2. And of course the provider is Google. And I want to compare this in the US East 1 data center of Google. So I do this and then I click on compare. And sure enough, it gives me a good comparison between the AWS T3 X large and the GCP N1 standard 2. So apart from this information on the characteristics, we also see the price information. So for example, here is the on-demand reserved 1 year and reserved 3 year prices of both the VMs. So this gives you a really easy way of comparing two services across cloud providers or even within the same provider, and quickly understanding what the differences between the two are. Now let's go back. And here, like I mentioned, we have different types of services. So we have compute, block storage, relational database, but you can also see below that we have custom services. And you can basically add any service which you think is a cost to you in your cloud provider, and use them for comparisons as well. So this is an incredibly flexible tool to sort of create your own catalog and extend our catalog with your private cloud and as well as your IT costs and services which are just beyond the standard services that BigBitBus is providing to you through this curated list. We'll talk more about adding your own services in another video.